there is a question on the screen here today which says, what is the single most important factor in marketing success? It's a very important question and it's got a very straightforward answer, but I'm going to answer it today using a story, and it's an important story and it's going to help you understand the gist of it. So when I am working on anything, it could be working on a client call, it could be working on a project or making some content out, I get absolutely deeply engrossed into it to the extent that I can't hear anything. Someone's calling out my name or the doorbell ringing or my door, someone knocking at my door, everything's blocked out. I'm just deeply into it to the point of immense concentration and total self-absorption. And I only realized it one time when I was on a client call, and now my office out here that overlooks a really nice looking garden. So it's all nice, lovely view. There's a green garden outside. And I was on a call once with a client. It was an important call. And as usual, deeply engrossed. And suddenly this client of mine says, "Hey, what is that loud noise coming from your room?" And I didn't realize what that noise was. So I looked up, and of course, there was this young man who was mowing the lawn, and there was a lawnmower, and it went gang, 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 gang. It was loud as hell. But for the first time, I realized that this guy is out there every Wednesday morning, and it's been 3.5 years. I haven't figured that out. So that's the extent of concentration that I tend to work with. Now, the story is about this other call, and with similar concentration, I was on this important call. It was with a marketing head of one of the clients that I work with in Australia. Now, I was on this call, and suddenly I was using my AirPods and my phone in my hand and deeply engrossed in this call. And suddenly there was another call which was beeping right in my ears. And I looked at the number, I didn't recognize it. So obviously I'm not going to answer some random person in the crowd when I'm on a deeply important client call. But this guy who was trying to reach out to me was relentless. So for about 3 or 4 minutes, in my ears, one call after the other, I think about 8 to 10 calls, and it was deeply annoying, but it became a game of will you pick it up and who will blink first? But I was determined I'm not going to answer it because obviously I'm on an important call. But this guy didn't give up, kept calling for about 3 or 4 minutes in a row, and suddenly it stopped. And I was like, oh, thank God. And I could concentrate on my call again. But then there was another loud beep like ting, and there was a message notification that popped up in my phone. And that message just said simply this. It says, pick up the phone. This is about your daughter, and I'm calling from school. Now, within 30 seconds of that call, me and my wife both were in the car on our way to the school. The point is this. Nothing changed whatsoever. The only thing that changed, that catapulted this guy from being one in the crowd to being a crowd puller where everyone was into the instant action, was the right message delivered to the right person at the right time. And to answer your question that what is the single most important factor in marketing success, this is it. That you have the right message to the right person at the right time that pulls them into action, leaving everything else behind as to whatever that they were doing.